Pow, welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. My name is, of course, Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram. Today we have come to yet the end of another Marvel Legends wave, and this time it is the Dr. Karl Lykos Build-A-Figure wave, aka Marvel's Sauron, which is this dinosaur man creature from the Savage Lands. Hopefully I'll explain in detail who he is a little bit later on. But to get all of these pieces, you will need to buy all 6 figures in the wave. And they are Omega Red, Deadpool in the X-Men uniform, Deadpool with no trousers, Wolverine, Lady Deadpool, and Bishop. Now you get all 6 of those figures and you will have every piece that you see on the table in front of me. So I'm going to try my best to build Karl Lykos, aka Sauron, as he looks very impressive. And it looks big as well. I might have to move my camera back to fit him on the screen. So let's do this. I always put the legs in wrong first, so I'm going to try and put the legs in right. Now I've not warmed these pieces up or anything, so well, that was a good start, wasn't it? Okay, so his belt comes off. Now we've got a naked dinosaur, but that's fine. You can see the articulation a little bit better. Okay, so one leg in, second leg in. Yeah, and they go in quite tight as well, to be fair. So already he's too big for my camera. Let's put his belt back on, otherwise I will forget. All right, that clips back on, not a problem. His tail clearly goes in there. Now that is very stiff, but I've managed to get it in. So already I need to move my camera back so we can see this guy. Okay, so I'm going to try my best to move my camera back and see how big we can get him on the table. Hopefully I can still build him. Okay, arms. One arm in. And look at that wingspan already. Second arm. This is looking impressive. I wouldn't say the only reason, but definitely the main reason I bought this wave is to complete this figure. And yeah, I'm gonna have to move my camera and get him posed nicely first, but this is looking very impressive. Pow, and here we have Sauron on the table, and this review is going to be very awkward as the figure is massive and I can hardly reach it from my review station. Let's just measure that wingspan, and I think it can even go out more. So from tip to tip, again I apologize if the light's too bright, but you're looking at over 17 inches, maybe, yeah, you're looking at 18 inches wingspan, and you could probably stretch it out more because my arms ain't all the way straight. I just cannot fit it on the table. So yeah, the wingspan 18 inches wide, and then he is himself just under 9 inches tall. He is a beast. This is the type of Build-A-Figure we've been wanting to get, and he looks very impressive in person as well. Lots of articulation. Those wings fold in so you can get him to sort of stand. So there's articulation on the wings, and there's articulation on the jaw, which is really good. There's articulation on the tail as well that helps him stand, so the tail goes up and down on the back there, so that helps him balance when you've got him posed with the wings spread. Double jointed legs. Obviously there's only a single joint at the hand, but it's still pretty good, and obviously that articulates on the wing as well. There's lots of articulation on the neck. There's articulation for this separate for the neck, so the neck can be pushed down, and then you can push that up, if you see what I mean. See, there's like a thing there. So let's push the neck back. Let's put the head back on. Head's on a ball joint, and you can get him flying in a decent flying stand. But good luck finding a flight stand that's going to hold this guy, because he's a beast. Well, he is a beast. He's a dinosaur, obviously. But yeah, this review is going to be awkward. I can't reach the guy. But look how good the jaw looks as well. There's really good detail. I'm going to basically zoom in freehand with the camera and just show you some of the detail on this guy, because it's very, very good. Very impressed. Pal, so I've picked up the camera and I'm literally just going freestyle just to show you some of the details on this guy. I apologise if the lighting and whatnot ain't great. I just don't have a big enough review station. But look at that head sculpt, very impressive. Really good articulation on the jaw as well. It can close and it can open, and then they've not skimped as the mouth is completely painted inside as well. And then the texture all on the body. And then he's like loincloth as well. It's got some like pouches on it. And there's like scales on his legs and on his arms. And I really like the paint detail on the Sauron. Like the wings, like they're slightly a lighter green in the middle to sort of show the skin effect, like a bat. Yeah, really, really good. Really good paint job. They have not skimped at all. I suppose there's always people out there that said they could have put a bit more detail in or a bit more of a dark wash to make that texture pop, but I think it is really good. This is, when you think of a Build-A-Figure, this is what you want. You don't want a Puck or a Rocket Raccoon. You want a beast of a figure like this. Yeah, this is really, really good. Okay, so I've folded his wings in, which you can do. There's articulation on the wings, and I folded them in. And I'm posing them behind so he can sort of stand up straight without the wings. And then of course you could bring them open and then the wings come outwards. It is really, really good in person. So, but yeah, that's a good example actually to show you that the wings have a joint there at the top of the hand where they sort of go in and spin. So just be careful with that, but they do plug back in and there's like a mechanism there where the wings can spread out. But yeah, this is looking really good. So if anyone is wondering who this dinosaur man thing is, as I've already mentioned, it is Karl Lykos. And yeah, let's explain as best as I can who Sauron actually is in a segment I like to call Sauron. Who is he?
This is the part of the video where we ask the question, who is he? And I try and give you a little bit of information about the character this figure is inspired by. So Sauron, who is he? Real name is Karl Lykos and is an evil doctor with a Jekyll and Hyde-like relationship with his alter ego Sauron. First appearance as Sauron was in X-Men number 60 in September of 1969. While exploring, Karl was bitten by a pteranodon from the Savage Lands. Now his genetic structure changed and he would need to drain life force to survive, but by doing this he would turn into the humanoid pteranodon Sauron. He resides in the prehistoric jungle of the Savage Land, a place full of dinosaurs, and has since been a threat to the X-Men and even the Avengers.
There you go, so I hope that helped. Again, I do not claim to be an expert, but it is nice to have a little bit of information about the characters the figures are inspired by. So obviously I've got to do some comparisons. This guy, and he's so big I didn't know where to start, but the green was a hint and the articulated jaw was a hint, and I felt I had to compare him first to the Spider-Man Wave Lizard. Now Lizard, I know a few people have done mods so he could stand up straight. I've not done that to mine, so he's still crouched down, but they are both sort of beasts of some sort, both with articulated jaws and tails. And yeah, this guy looks like a baby compared to Sauron. This guy looks impressive next to Spider-Man, but yeah, next to Sauron, he is a baby lizard, and yeah, that is interesting to see. Another Build-A-Figure, an X-Men related one this time, and an impressive Build-A-Figure at that, is Juggernaut. So Juggernaut is still a beast in his own right, and yes, he is taller than Sauron, but Sauron definitely beats him in regards to width, because as I said, I haven't even got his arms stretched out, but it doesn't even fit all on camera, you know what I mean? So yeah, I've had to fold his arms up so he can stand there, but yeah, he looks really, really good. Now, let's bring in some normal size figures for comparisons. My desk next to me is a mess, by the way. I've got so many figures. He has some fights with Wolverine. Again, Wolverine looks like a baby compared to Sauron. But yeah, they scale really, really well together. I know I had Cyclops around here somewhere. Here we go. Cyclops definitely shared a couple of comic panels with Sauron as well. Very much a 90s sort of vibe going on, and yeah, Sauron towers above them. Now if I pull these arms out, you'll see how much he sort of stands out compared to them. He engulfs them with his wings. Now I'm going to try and get him to stand up. And again, I apologise that the wings don't all fit on the screen. I genuinely don't have a table big enough, but do you see what I mean? Like, he can wrap these two up in his wings if he wanted to. He is a beast. So good luck trying to pose him flying. But I am looking forward to see what people do on the ACBA community and Instagram with this guy, because he looks really, really good. Bring in Rogue as well, and yeah, you could literally pile up the X-Men around him and he's still going to stand out. Even Colossus, he stands about the same size as Colossus, and Colossus isn't even a small guy. So yeah, very, very interesting. Pow, so I've just managed to fit the whole wave on the table, and to be honest, I was gonna skip this wave. With the amount of Marvel Legends coming out, I thought, do I really need more Deadpools in the collection? But I am so glad I didn't now, because these figures are really nice. It's sort of like the blue team versus the red team here with Sauron in the middle. But that Sauron Build-A-Figure, people are not going to be disappointed with that guy, I promise you now. He is very nice. And then all of these figures are nice, to be fair. Yes, did we need a Lady Deadpool, etc., etc., but she's still a nice figure. And we got an updated Omega Red from the Toy Biz days, an updated Bishop. I know a lot of people like that version of Wolverine. I know people love customizing their versions of Deadpool, and now you've got two more. Even get a little head pull there for a bonus. So yeah, overall, very nice wave. Probably not my dream wave, not characters I would pick, but still a solid wave, and I don't think people are going to be disappointed with this wave. And it's one of them where you're going to want to pick and choose, but at the same time, you're going to want to get them all to build Sauron. So Hasbro are not dumb, they know what they're doing. It's hard for me to pick a favourite, but I can say Sauron is definitely my favourite out of all of these. And I really like that Bishop as well. But then that Deadpool with no trousers, just, I don't know, it does stand out in your display. So yeah, you let me know what you think your favourites are in the comments below. Very interested. Might even do a separate video ranking these because I need time to process. I'm trying to rush through these reviews so I can get on with the X-Men Apocalypse. So I hope you've enjoyed all of these reviews for the Sauron Build-A-Figure wave. I hope you've learned something a little bit about each character as well. As always, please, please, please share these videos and subscribe. It does help the channel and encourages me to make more content. And as always, people, my name's been Dan W. I shall see you on the next one.